No quiz!
He told me, you better get out of here. Something bad is about to happen. He told me to run.
All we heard is screaming and crying, and then it got silent because all the kids who were shot and the room's over.
Everyone who is there understands. Everyone who has been touched by the cold grip of gun violence understands.
We want to make a difference. We want this to be a change. I've had enough. I've seen all these students suffer, and it's happening time and time again in our nation. It is unbelievable that there are students that are going to school and have to fear for their lives.
As the future generation, as the people who will be in places of power.
Harmon, Scott Beagle, Gina Montalto, Alex Schachter, Marquine Duque Aguiano, Helen Ramsey, Chris Hickson, Joaquin Oliver, Elena Petty, Kara Lugren, Aaron Feist, Luke Hoyer, Peter Wang, Alyssa Al-Hadaf, Jamie Guttenberg, Meadow Pollock.
"2 years. 2 long years. We have accomplished so much. We have overcome so much, but that wouldn't be possible together. Since that monster walked in our school and killed our friends, the people that we care about, the people that we will miss as long as we shall live, are gone. We will never get to laugh with our friends and teachers anymore. We will never get to have the sleepovers that we used to anymore. We will never get to watch our friends grow up and accomplish their dreams anymore. We walked at campus every day, every freaking day, and we reminisce the terror that went down that day. We reminisce the horror that went down that day. And we remember the terrible screams and the horrible bodies we had to step over. We have to remember that terrible past that we had to experience. Every day, we look towards that building, and all we remember is a SWAT team pulling us out of classrooms. And we remember the terrible bodies of our friends. What we experienced that day, what we all experienced that day, was the most terrible thing we could see. Parents were worried if we made it out alive. Cousins and siblings blowing up the phone line to make sure that their other siblings were okay. Families out of town blowing up our phones while we sat in the classroom, a second closer to death. We will never get to experience the happiness that we used to with Gina or Nick or Martin or Joaquin. We won't be able to attend Alyssa's games anymore. And yes, we will mourn. We will cry. and we will miss. And that is completely normal. But you know what we can't do? We cannot sit here and expect things to change. Walkouts happen nationwide, worldwide. And there has been small change. And we will continue to shout, and we will continue to preach and speak until they hear us. We cannot sit here all the time and keep living in the past. What we can do is live their life for them. We could continue living in school, getting good grades, accomplishing our dreams. We could do that for them because that's what they deserved. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to grow up and be the best swimmer or the best basketball player or the best soccer player, but we can't do that anymore. We can though, but they can't do that anymore. We can though. We can live off what they did. We can continue what they did. We can continue living the life that they did, like they could have, until he walked in there and killed our friends. But hey, we can't sit here and keep on looking at their faces and keep on thinking and keep on living in the past. We have to rise up and we have to live our lives. We can't sit here and keep on crying and mourning every day, and it's normal. This can never get out of our heads. But the life that we had with them is gone. But what's not gone is their legacy, what they live off of and what they can live off of. They live inside of all of us. They live inside of everything that we accomplish. Everything we do is for them. Everything we accomplish, everything that we do is for them. And you never know. Because the second that bullet hit their heads, they never knew. They never knew that they were going to die that day. And they never knew. They never got to live out the life they did. They never got to do what they wanted to do. And they never knew that their life was going to be taken on a day full of love and affection and care. That should be shown. That should be shown throughout all of us. That we can't keep sitting here and living a life that we sit and pout. We could say that we miss them, and we do. We can all say that we miss them. But what we can do is go out there, make a life out of ours that they couldn't. That they couldn't live a life outside of that building. That they couldn't live a life that got taken from them. So what do? Instead of sitting here watching their faces keep on crying and mourning, what can we do is make a change. Make a change in our lives for them. We can make a change for them. We can make a life for them. All we have to do is try. Try to live out a life that we could. They never got to live a life that they planned on. Planned on going to college, being the best person they could ever be to their families. Now 17 families will never forget them. And it will be hard for them to wake up and remember that their son or daughter has passed away, that their cousin or brother or sister has passed away. But what we can do is change. We are positive, we are passionate, and we are proud to be Eagles. We will never get to experience that again. Let's live a life for them. Let's live everything for them. Let's leave everything for them. Let's go to college for them. Let's make a life out of ours. Let's do things that we wish we could do for them. Because they never got to see another daylight again. Once that bullet hit their chest and their temple, they never got to live out the life that they could have. So let's do that for them. Let's do that for the 17 of our people. Let's make a life out of ours instead of sitting here and crying and making us feel worthless. Instead let's make a life out of ours. Let's be something that they couldn't. Because you never know. Any one of us could join them. So while we're here, while we're living, make a life for yourself, for others, for your friends, for your mother, for your father, for your sister, for your brother, for your cousins, for your aunts, for your uncles. Make a life out of yourself. Make them happy. Make everyone happy. Make yourself happy. Make the 17 of them happy. This is what they wanted. They didn't want us to sit here and cry over their deaths. It's gonna take time, and it's gonna take hard time. This might take years. Hell, this might not even end. We still might not even take pops anymore. We can't even take fireworks anymore. And that's okay, because that's normal. Because what we experienced is not what normal adults experience. We experience what soldiers do in army, in the military. We experienced warfare. We experienced what we never wished we could have. But we did. And now it's time for us to change that. There has been so many walkouts, so many nightmares, so many dreams of seeing their faces again. And then we wake up to this reality, come to find out that that was a dream, that was a nightmare, that we had to wake up and that thing replays in our heads, and it still does. It still replays in our heads, and it will never go away. This will never change. This will never go away. Let's be the best person we could ever be. Let's be the greatest person we could be. For them, for us, for you, for your own kind, for your families. Be the best son or daughter you can be, like they were, until their lives got taken, and they still are the best sons and daughters to everyone that lives inside of us, that lives inside of all of us. We walk that campus every freaking day, every single day. And we wish our friends were right beside us laughing, making the jokes with our friends. And we wish they were there with us, but they're not. They were taken from us. So what do we do? Instead of sitting here and fighting this depression, this sadness that we had to experience because of one person with an AR-15. We show him that we are stronger than this, and we are stronger than this. We are way better than this, beyond better than this. There's never a time that we were not strong. After the 1 month of the 14th, 2018, March 14th, 2018, that walkout, that showed that we were better than this, that there's more to us than weeping and crying and mourning. We want change. We're sick and tired of watching the news and seeing school shooting after school shooting after school shooting, and we reminisce that in our head, what we went through. And then we have to see what these other kids gone through the same thing that we did. We need change. We need gun laws. We're sick and tired of this stuff happening. We need gun laws. But for our own self-care, we need to live them on. We will still cry. We will still mourn, and we will still miss them. But in the end, we are together. They might not be with us, but us as a community, us as a school, us as people, we are still together. We are still friends, best friends. We are still boyfriend and girlfriend. We're still together. So what do we do with that? What do we do with that motivation? You wake up and realize that your friends might not be with you to this day. But you know what you do? Instead of sitting here and crying, you go out there and show the world what you are made of. what you are capable of. Show them your skills. Show them that your friends didn't die for a reason. That's what they always say. They died. They could have lived a life. But everything happens for a reason. That building, it's a monument to the dead. And it serves as a purpose. Because we wake up and we look at that building. We reminisce the memories that happened in our head. But we come to find out that building is still standing. Let's change this. Let's make this positive. We cannot keep living like this. We cannot keep feeling like crap because that idiot inside of a jail cell killed our friends. We need to make them live inside of us, to live in our hearts, to live in our minds. And we keep going for your friends that were killed on February 14th, 2018. We keep going for them. We keep being strong. We keep being MSD strong. We are MSD strong. We are positive. We are passionate. And we are proud to be Eagles. They were proud to be Eagles. Now we are proud to be Eagles. This was for them. This is dedicated for the 17 Eagles. And the +2 that died by suicide, Calvin and Cindy. This is for them. And we will live for them as well. Because they are with our friends now. This is us, guys. This is us. We are MSD strong. We are all MSD strong. We are Stoneman Douglas. We are Stoneman Douglas. And we are strong and we are powerful for us. We are all together. And we are all Eagles.